What's up, guys? zzirGrizz here. I'm here with Haxx. I told you guys that a couple days ago I was going to be doing a commentary, and I was just going to do like a solo commentary, just kind of bullshitting with you guys. And then yesterday I was thinking, well, we've had so much going on with Team Envious. We've brought in like 5 new guys. We've had Team Tajas and other things going on. So I thought I'd just do a dual com with Haxx here, and we kind of break things down for you guys if you've missed what's been going on this last week or anything like that. We can kind of just fill you in, keep you up to date, and that's what I would do this commentary over. And then we've got some other little small things to touch on after this. So first thing that we had, and I'll just start out with the Team Taj. We had Team Taj 8 came out, and we had a really good response from everybody. I had the closer in that. I'm really glad you guys liked the the creativity of the basketball shot and everything like that. But if you guys haven't went and checked out that Team Taj, the link will be in the description. Make sure you go check that out. What did you think of the Team Taj, Hack?
I liked it a lot. I mean, Dark did a pretty good job, I think, with the edit. And you mentioned something after you watched the montage with me. You said that, hey, you were surprised it was 6-7 minutes long. It could have been, much longer. And honestly, like every Team Taj we put out could easily be, between 10 to 15 minutes long and, pretty nice clips. But he was super selective with getting some like kind of higher standard clips, trying to mix it up and trying to keep it simple. I like the fact that we avoided hijack clips. I like the fact that we avoided raid clips. I want to say hijacked and raid. I'm referring to the kitchen and hijacked and the raid first blood. You may have seen one clip at the most of every category, but that's about it. But besides that, I felt it was balanced. The feedback was amazing. The closer, was very different. Everybody like that. That's honestly like the most disgusting in all the comments. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And right now we have Pride working on Team Taj 9 for us, and Pride has kind of a unique editing style compared to the editing styles that you've seen usually in our Team Tajas. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this one coming up soon, and the clips in there are going to be pretty nice as well.
Yeah, well, Pride, the last thing he did was it Tasmo's episode? Was it the last thing he did for us, or?
He did kind of like a montage for Tasmo that got kind of good feedback. Like Pride edits to kind of D&B electro music, so it's very different, and he adds little Easter eggs here and there, which makes the edit entertaining to watch. And he recently did an episode for Tense as well that went up last week. But the music was kind of more like rock, rock and roll, whatever. But yeah, I mean, he basically, that's how he got into Envy, was through his edit for Tasmo.
Yeah, I remember that, man. That was just an absolutely insane edit. It didn't matter. I mean, Tasmo's clips are amazing, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't even matter if it was like a 3-piece. Like, he would make it look just fucking phenomenal, and you would like completely forget that it was a 3-piece. But at the end of the montage, he just does a great job at editing.
Yeah.
Another thing that we were gonna touch on was we brought on 5 new players here recently, and 4 of them as a group. I'll let you talk about the group, and I'll talk about the single.
Okay. Well, basically, you guys may be familiar with Wartech. Wartech, is a player that's been around for quite some time. He was in, numerous clans in the past, and he may have been known most for being in FaZe for a period of time. Then he went solo. He recently started, like when I say recently, within like the last 5-6 months, started kind of a competitive sniping ladder in Europe. But it's a very serious ladder. It's not just like a YouTube page where there's rankings by, people that don't matter. It's basically a ladder with cash prizes and, kind of really nice prizes with a lot of sponsors behind it. It's almost similar to MLG in the US, only it's sniping only, and it's called e-sniping. And that program basically did really well in Europe. Wartech approached me and asked for my assistance to kind of get a little bit more recognition in the US, especially among English-speaking viewers. And I kind of been helping him along with that. And then, in working with him, I realized how much of a great guy he is. And Astro and I had a conversation about possibly bringing him on board with Envy, especially like bringing the whole e-sniping engine. So when they went down to the Call of Duty Championship in LA, him and Astro got a chance to meet and talk and sit down and discuss some details, and Vortec was all about it. So he brought in, there's basically 4 players, being Vortec, Rambo, Zydar, and Hispy, and there's a couple of editors and designers that came along with them, and as well their manager Zach. So they came on board, still as the E-sniping crew, but they're essentially on our roster. If you go check them out, they're referred to as Envious France or Envy France. So they're going to be, their focus is going to be competitive sniping. But at the same time, they like most people, they play public games, pub matches, and if they get any clips, you'll be seeing their clips along in our team pages.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting mix, bringing those guys aboard. I'm looking forward to seeing all the stuff that they come out with, and I like this idea, man, that he had with the MLG kind of style, but introducing only the sniping aspects. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but, he has a lot of videos actually up, and they get a lot of views and a lot of good feedback. So I recommend, if you guys want to check them out, just go to YouTube and type in E-sniping, the letter E, and sniping regularly, and watch some of the videos. They have some really good matchups, and you'll see like the actual support behind it is huge in Europe, and that was the intention of having it grow as well in the US.
Yeah, well, I'll put some links in the description so people can go check it out if they want to, and just kind of get some little bit more info, because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we're not touching on. But we also had Hitman, which you and I have both known for a long time. So,
yes.
Like, I can't even remember when we met Hitman. I think it was like, what, COD 4 or something like that? But
yeah, I mean, he's been around for a really long time. I think you've been friends with him since COD 4. I got to know him a little bit closer during the MW2 days and then going forward.
Yeah. So we brought him on board. We gave him like a private RC. Because he's a friend of ours, we've known him forever. We know he's got a good shot. We know his history. He's already got, a good start on his fan base and subscriber base on his YouTube and everything like that. He's very active, live streams, all that good stuff. So that was pretty easy to bring him on board once we saw his clips. We didn't play favorites with him. We still gave him 2 weeks, and the clips he was just delivering single triples. And what do you have? Almost an on-screen 6 the other day with the ballista, with almost closing it out with a triple. It was just fucking crazy, man. But so we just brought him on board, and then one other thing we wanted to talk about was your Twitter was compromised here lately, so you had to make a new one, which for those of you guys watching, I will also leave a link in the description with his new Twitter. So I'll let you kind of talk about that, what happened there, and what you had to do, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, basically, I think this last month has been kind of a bumpy month for me. My my Skype got jacked and had to make a new Skype, lost a lot of contacts and stuff, which was kind of somewhat easy to build back. I mean, Skype and Twitter are free, but, there's sometimes certain conversations that you keep, especially from like a business aspect, not necessarily just to kind of stay in touch with friends and whatnot. It's morely, staying in touch with sponsors and, team-related stuff. And then just the day before yesterday as well, I don't know if it's the same guy or not. It could be not. I have no idea. But my Twitter as well was hacked, and I was kind of pissed off maybe the first 10-15 minutes, and then I kind of was over it. I mean, what's the point of kind of stewing over it? And I guess one thing that kind of made me feel better is whoever hacked it either deleted or deactivated the account. So for me personally, I feel like at peace, because I know he's not running around tweeting and, impersonating me or sending maybe, mean messages to people or just kind of giving the wrong image for envy and whatnot. So
right.
The fact that account is completely closed kind of makes me feel kind of happy. But, what sucks is kind of lost about 13,000 followers, but I'm sure the followers will come along, and like you said, we'll put a link in the description. So if you've ever followed me on my old account, I don't think you have to unfollow it since it's been deleted. It probably automatically dropped off for you. But Grizz will put a link for my new Twitter, and if you'd like to give that a follow, and if you obviously know anybody, in the circle of Call of Duty that you play with, and make sure to let them know that it's been hacked in the event that they follow me as well. just in case.
So, and the last thing we want to touch on, I don't know how many of you guys are going to be going to MLG Anaheim here in a couple months, but right now as it stands, Haxx and myself will be there along with like 6 or 7 other the guys from NV Sniping. So if you're from the LA area or from California in general, or you're just going to be out there, look for us, man. We'll be there supporting our team, Envious. We'll be having the jerseys on, man. So if you see us walking around, stop us. We'll sign some autographs, talk to you a little bit, bullshit, whatever. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. We just want to keep you guys up to date and let you guys know what was going on here this last week, who the guys who picked up, and just different stuff in general. So thanks for coming on, Hack, and I guess we'll talk to you guys later. That's it. We're out. Deuces.